Hi, I'm Tony Staunton, Irish bartender out of Chicago. After years of drinking, I decided to take a year off. So as I begin my journey, I decided to ask fellow bartenders what they do to stay healthy and avoid the industry hazards of the bar business. Welcome to Wide Awake 52. Monique Huston, welcome to Wide Awake 52.
Thanks for having me.
Pleasure to have you. Delighted you're here.
It's raining.
It's perfect weather out there for the industry that we're in.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. This is the thing that keeps people inside drinking.
That's it. It keeps relationships warm and people inside.
Yeah, definitely. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, so tell me about this fantastic journey that you've been on in your career in hospitality. And how did you end up here where we are now?
It's funny, I was on my run this morning and I was thinking through just kind of like we had exchanged, some questions and ideas, and I was thinking like, how did I actually really get started in hospitality? And going back to the word hospitality, and then it's about being hospitable to people, but like none of us get into this when we're kids. Like we probably all started waiting tables or something when we were in our teens or something, or young 20s. We weren't like, I want to take care of people, because that probably is what nurses and doctors come from. But I think for me, it was like kind of just seemed like easy money. I had a really good friend and she waited tables starting when she was 15. That was legal where I came from. I don't know what the legal age is here, but so the day I turned 15, I went to this restaurant and I applied and I got to wait tables. And what I discovered just thinking through it this morning, kind of meditating on it, was that it was the instant gratification of someone asking you for something, you delivering it properly, and they were grateful. And it was, you did it with a smile, and you got tips, and you left with cash. And when I was 15, you made $60 on a Friday night. That was pure gold.
So on your journey, what were the highs and the lows with when you got more focused towards working with alcohol?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as I obviously had to turn 21 and drink. I worked in bars before that, and watching that in Nebraska, it was legal when you were 19 to start handling alcohol, even though we couldn't drink. So I had 2 really clear years of watching people consume while being very sober, and it made me very scared to drink. I didn't drink till I turned 21 at all. Did not take a sip of alcohol. I was designated driver in high school, designated driver in college, because I think I was in bars kind of young. I saw people take it too far. I remember specifically in the middle of the day sometimes seeing wives come in, grabbing their husbands and dragging them out, and thinking like, who's doing the parenting and how does this affect your family? And it wasn't like I had alcohol or anything. Nobody in my family really drank. It was they made it like no big deal. So what I did see was kind of the negative side of it. And then the highs are the really great times when you get to be there and see people celebrate, and you get to see alcohol as that, for lack of a better term, like that social lubricant, where it's like everybody's on a high and everybody's having a great time. And when you see that happen flawlessly and successfully, then you understand why you're in the business, and you're there to provide people an outlet to have fun and get loose and create new friendships and heighten relationships. So I don't know, nothing like very specific on either end, but definitely seeing both sides of it. Yeah.
And what do you think of the climate right now in the hospitality industry for like mental health, or for do you think it's still taboo, or do you think it's more approachable now?
I think much more approachable, and I think truly programs like this and the changes that we're seeing on a national scale with big organizations and big conferences, things like TAILS and BCB, focusing more on having wellness aspects into it. We need it to be in our everyday vernacular. We need to be able to say to somebody that like, you don't even have to drink, or that you have. I love seeing all the non-alcoholic spirit frees and all those things on every menu, so it's not uncomfortable to say, what do you like, I'll just have water, or what do you have that doesn't have alcohol in it.
Monique, thank you so much.
Awesome, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Cheers.